Jake owned 5 German Shepherds whom he walked frequently. Though dog walking wasn't uncommon, neighbors sensed an oddity about him. It didn't take long for people to notice that he was doing something weird, but what exactly? One of his neighbors simply couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Soon they realized he was up to something peculiar. They couldn't believe their eyes. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any news stories. Jake strolled his 5 German Shepherds through the neighborhood routinely. He'd walk them thrice daily, adhering to a precise schedule. Mornings a brisk 15-minute walk, but evenings a leisurely 20-minute stroll. Yet what set him apart was his penchant for variety. Each route he chose differed from the last. The entire neighborhood recognized Jake, though they knew him as the guy with the German Shepherd. When he initially settled into the community, the neighbors saw Jake as a meticulous person who simply enjoyed adhering to his routines. They didn't delve deeper than that. However, Jake's immediate neighbor, Mrs. Goodhart, was not as easily convinced. Mrs. Goodhart found Jake's strict routine peculiar given his 5 German Shepherds. She imagined his house teeming with hair, damaged furniture, and gnawed shoes. However, she soon discovered that Jake had impeccably trained his dogs. Remarkably, they didn't even require leashes. They remained faithfully by his side, akin to glue. Several months into Jake's residency in the neighborhood, Mrs. Goodhart found herself joined by a chorus of neighbors who shared her suspicions. There was an undeniable air of peculiarity surrounding Jake, yet they struggled to identify its source. At 70 years old, Mrs. Goodhart felt somewhat powerless to act on her suspicions. However, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of Stephen, her 17-year-old grandson. Living a few houses away with his mother, Stephen was well acquainted with Jake and his pack of dogs. Amidst the neighborhood gossip, Jake and his unusual habits were a recurring topic. For Stephen, it would have been stranger not to be in the loop. Fed up with the endless speculation, Stephen resolved to uncover the truth behind Jake's enigmatic demeanor. Stephen pondered the mystery surrounding Jake. Was he merely a man of rigid habits, or did his behavior hint at something deeper? Determined to unravel the truth, Stephen embarked on a mission. Spotting Jake one morning, Stephen's resolve solidified. Without hesitation, he threw on his shoes and coat, bolting outside in pursuit. Embarking on his covert mission, Stephen disguised his intentions by feigning a trip to the mailbox. Strolling across the driveway, he even took the time to glance inside the mailbox, maintaining his facade. Stephen monitored Jake's movements, biding his time until the right moment presented itself. Once the distance between them widened, he stealthily shadowed Jake. Now, he had to maintain a discreet distance from Jake, ensuring he went unnoticed. With his heart pounding, Stephen grasped the reality of trailing someone. This spontaneous decision to follow was a departure from his usual approach. Yet there was something undeniably thrilling about this covert mission, a sense of intrigue that propelled him forward despite his reservations. Stephen slipped away without informing his mother, hoping she wouldn't call at an inopportune moment. His heart plummeted as Jake halted abruptly, scanning his surroundings as if searching for someone. Not daring to be seen, Stephen ducked behind a nearby car, holding his breath while stealing a cautious glance in Jake's direction. Peering over the car, Stephen's heart seized in terror. A piercing gaze met his own, one of Jake's dogs locking eyes with him for a fleeting moment. Stephen recoiled, retreating behind the car once more. "What have I done?" he lamented internally. But summoning his courage, he cautiously peeked over the car once more, only to find Jake already resuming his stride. Stephen hastened to trail Jake, ensuring he remained inconspicuous. Abruptly, Jake veered onto a street to the right. Stephen dashed to the corner, cautiously peering around before cautiously following suit. However, his anticipation turned to bewilderment as he found the street with not sign of Jake. Perplexed, he combed through the street, scrutinizing every nook and cranny of the connected side streets. And pausing, he puzzled over Jake's whereabouts. Determined, he ventured into one of the side streets, trusting his instincts as he embarked on a random path. Fortunately, the bark of one of Jake's dogs guided his steps, prompting him to pursue the sound. Arriving at a vast storage facility, Stephen was met. A dilapidated building bore the marks of neglect, its shattered windows and rusted doors suggesting abandonment. A formidable fence, secured with a hefty padlock, guarded the entrance. Stephen halted. Was that Jake's voice echoing from within? And if so, what could possibly compel him to enter such a place? Stephen cautiously circled the building, discovering a hole in the fence. Examining it closely, he spotted strands of hair, unmistakably from one of Jake's German shepherds. Stephen sighed in frustration. Things were spiraling out of control. Entering the building would mean breaking the law, risking police involvement. Just as his anxiety peaked, he heard approaching footsteps. Ducking behind a nearby dumpster, Stephen peered through the gap and observed Jake squeezing through with his dogs trailing behind. He was on the phone with someone and sounded a bit disappointed, but also frustrated. "I had it. I really thought I had it," he said, his voice shaking from frustration. "Don't worry, you will get it back." Stephen pondered Jake's conversation, intrigued by its nature. Was Jake pursuing someone? His thoughts were interrupted by the menacing growl of one of Jake's dogs. Turning his gaze back to Jake, Stephen locked eyes with the aggressive dog, which starts bared teeth and growls, sending shivers down his spine. Frozen in terror, he held his breath, praying the dog would retreat. As the dog edged closer, Jake's whistle pierced the air, prompting the canine to bolt away. Stephen exhaled, grateful for the narrow escape. Things could have taken a dangerous turn. Eyeing the hole in the fence and the rundown building beyond, Stephen's curiosity was piqued. What was Jake up to in there? He was tempted to go in, but his plans were thwarted by a text from his mother. "Where are you?" His mother's text flashed on his screen, accompanied by 4 missed calls. Hastily dialing her number, Stephen hurried home, hoping to avoid encountering Jake en route. Upon arriving home, he concocted a plausible excuse for his absence. Despite not uncovering Jake's activities, Stephen resolved not to let the matter rest. The following morning, Stephen eagerly awaited Jake's customary morning stroll. Positioned by his window, he kept a watchful eye on Jake's house, anticipating his departure. Stephen knew Jake would set off soon. The uncertainty lay in his chosen route. While Jake had passed by Stephen's house yesterday, it was the first occurrence in nearly 3 weeks. At last, Jake emerged from his front door, flanked by his 5 loyal dogs. Stephen noted with relief that this time, Jake headed away from his house. With a sense of urgency, Stephen sprang from his seat and dashed towards the door. But he was halted, mother's voice echoing from the kitchen. "Where are you going?" she called out. "Out," Stephen answered, "and I won't ignore your texts," he heard her admonish as he stepped outside. Unfazed by the close encounter with Jake's dog, Stephen remained steadfast in his quest, but yesterday's adrenaline rush still courses through his veins, propelling him forward in his determination to unravel Jake's mysteries. Aware of the risks, Stephen is resolute in his decision to persistently monitor Jake's movements. With the dawn's light casting its glow, Stephen returns to the mysterious storage facility. Each step reverberates in the quiet. Optimistic about uncovering clues, Stephen explores the facility, hoping daylight will shed light on Jake's enigmatic activities. Every aspect of the building becomes a potential clue in the puzzle he's determined to solve. Stephen remains watchful, noting Jake's clandestine meetings with different individuals throughout the day. These secretive encounters occur discreetly, concealed from curious onlookers. Stephen's curiosity is piqued as he contemplates the identities of these individuals and their connection to Jake. But amid Jake's covert rendezvous, Stephen covertly observes the exchange of photographs and items. Each transaction carries an air of importance, yet their true significance remains elusive. The enigmatic nature of these exchanges fuels Stephen's intrigue and strengthens his resolve to decipher their meaning. Stephen's curiosity peaks as he eavesdrops on Jake's cryptic phone call. Words like location, timing, and description snag Stephen's attention. It's as though Jake is orchestrating something significant, igniting Stephen's determination to uncover the truth. Each fragment of information propels him further in his relentless pursuit of answers. Day by day, Stephen meticulously observes Jake's clandestine dealings with various individuals. Whispered conversations, surreptitious glances, and subtle nods only serve to deepen the intrigue. Like a detective on a case, Stephen finds himself piecing together the fragments of a larger narrative, tantalizingly close yet just beyond his grasp. Stephen's patience begins to pay off as he gathers more information during these clandestine meetings. Though the full nature of Jake's activities remains elusive, Stephen senses that he is inching closer to a breakthrough. The information he's collecting feels like vital pieces of a larger puzzle, gradually coming together to reveal a clearer picture. One day, Stephen overhears a phone call Jake makes. He listens closely as Jake cryptically talks about various locations, times, and descriptions. These details seem essential to Jake's mysterious operation. Stephen's heart pounds as he realizes that he might be getting closer to discovering the truth. Stephen continues to vigilantly observe Jake's actions. He is amazed by the impeccable discipline of Jake's dogs. They follow every command without hesitation, displaying unwavering loyalty and obedience. The dogs are clearly vital to whatever mission Jake is undertaking. One day, while tailing Jake, Stephen witnesses something remarkable. One of Jake's dogs skillfully tracks a scent from an item to a precise location. The tracking seems intentional and Stephen is impressed by the dog's abilities. This only heightens his curiosity about Jake's activities, strengthening his resolve to uncover the truth. Stephen's obsession with the investigation nearly leads to his discovery. While engrossed in his pursuit of answers, he gets closer to Jake than ever before. His heart pounds, aware that one mistake could unravel everything he's worked for. The tension peaks when Stephen accidentally steps on a dry twig, the crack echoing in the quiet. A vigilant dog in Jake's pack notices the disturbance. It growls menacingly, its keen senses detecting an intruder. Frozen in fear, Stephen hopes he hasn't compromised his mission. Stephen breathes a sigh of relief as Jake dismisses the noise, thinking it was the dog's overreaction to a small animal. The dog's growls fade to distant barks as Stephen stays hidden, allowing him to continue shadowing Jake undetected. Driven by relentless curiosity, Stephen's investigation uncovers more mysteries. Pet toys and leashes scattered in Jake's car suggest a deeper connection to his enigmatic activities. What Stephen wonders about the significance of these items and how they fit into the overall puzzle. In a storage facility, Stephen discovers a hidden stash of lost pet posters. The walls are covered with desperate pleas from owners searching for their beloved pets. Each poster adds another layer of intrigue to Jake's mission, making Stephen even more determined to solve the enigma. With mounting anticipation, Stephen watches as one of Jake's dogs follows a scent trail with remarkable purpose. The dog's focused determination and precision are astounding, highlighting their exceptional training. This observation enhances Stephen's respect for Jake's highly skilled canine companions. The dog leads Jake to a specific location with unwavering determination, showcasing its extraordinary tracking abilities. Stephen is left in awe of the dog's expertise. The seamless connection between Jake and his dogs becomes even more apparent as they work flawlessly together. As Stephen witnesses more instances of the dog's scent tracking prowess, he begins to understand the true potential of Jake's highly trained canines. The art of scent tracking becomes a fascinating piece in the complex operation that Stephen is determined. Jake's dogs act as silent partners, responding immediately to his commands and cues. They move in perfect synchronization, their loyalty and discipline unmatched. Stephen wonders about the depth of their training and their role in Jake's covert mission. With each passing day, Stephen becomes more engrossed in his surveillance of Jake and his extraordinary dogs. He contemplates the scope of Jake's mission and the significance of his collaboration with secretive individuals. The mystery deepens, intensifying Stephen's resolve to uncover the truth. As Stephen delves deeper into the enigma surrounding Jake, his fascination only grows. Each day brings new mysteries and questions. The more he uncovers, the more consumed he becomes with the desire to unravel the truth. Stephen's surveillance leads to yet another astonishing display of the dog's tracking skills. Their ability to follow scents with pinpoint accuracy leaves him awestruck. He realizes that these dogs are much more than just loyal companions, they are crucial to Jake's covert mission. Jake's dogs emerge as invaluable assets in his covert undertakings. Their steadfast loyalty and remarkable abilities render them indispensable allies. Stephen finds himself in awe of the unbreakable bond shared between Jake and his canine companions. Contemplating the dog's remarkable talents, Stephen starts to discern a correlation between their abilities and Jake's actions. As he connects the dots, a semblance of understanding emerges, yet the complete picture remains just beyond his grasp, leaving Stephen with a plethora of unanswered questions. As days turn into weeks, Stephen's curiosity grows into suspicion. He can no longer ignore the need for answers. The mystery surrounding Jake's activities becomes a constant presence in his thoughts, pushing him towards a life-changing decision. Stephen's escalating doubts propel him towards a pivotal decision. He resolves to confront Jake, his burgeoning suspicions demanding resolution. The impending dialogue hangs heavily over him, each moment of preparation burdened with the weight of uncertainty. Nerves coursing with anticipation, Stephen closes in on Jake, prepared to unravel the ongoing enigma. With the moment of truth imminent, both stand on the brink of revelation, poised to confront the mystery head-on. As Stephen broaches the topic, Jake unveils the genuine purpose behind his actions. Puzzle pieces align, yet gaps remain, beckoning for resolution. Even as clarity emerges, the enigma persists, its depths still shrouded in mystery. As Jake delves deeper into his clandestine profession, a world previously unknown to Stephen unfolds. Details of Jake's mission, his dogs, and the covert realm of pet detection come to light. Stephen listens with rapt attention, eager to grasp the entirety of Jake's mysterious existence. As Jake unravels further layers of his unconventional occupation, illuminating the intricacies of his daily routines and the pivotal role of his expertly trained canines. Stephen remains captivated, endeavoring to assemble the fragments of Jake's enigmatic existence into a coherent whole. But Stephen's intrigue resurfaces upon spotting pet toys and leashes in Jake's car. Silently noting this curious discovery, he contemplates its significance within the broader context of Jake's mission. While exploring the storage facility, Stephen happens upon a trove of lost pet posters. The walls adorned with these poignant pleas from grief-stricken pet owners searching for their beloved companions. This revelation further solidifies Stephen's comprehension of the significance of Jake's endeavors. Stephen meticulously assembles the clues and data collected during his surveillance efforts. Bit by bit, the puzzle begins to take shape, though numerous unanswered questions linger in the air. With each connection, Stephen gains a deeper understanding of Jake's mission and its profound impact. With the puzzle pieces align, unveiling a realm rife with pet-related enigmas and highlighting Jake's pivotal role within it. Stephen's perception of Jake's actions undergoes a profound shift as he delves deeper into the truth. What once appeared mysterious and dubious now radiates with nobility and compassion. With newfound insight, Stephen resolves to lend a hand to Jake in his pet detective pursuits. He envisions a formidable partnership, combining his youthful vigor with Jake's expertise and the dog's talents. When Jake and Stephen forge an alliance, pooling their distinct talents to unravel pet-related mysteries within their community. The promise of teamwork infuses them with purpose and anticipation for the challenges ahead. The duo is brimming with enthusiasm to showcase their abilities and facilitate the reunion of lost pets with their families. Their mutual dedication to this shared endeavor solidifies their bond, setting the stage for a fruitful partnership. Stephen and Jake set out on their quest to make a meaningful impact in the lives of those grieving lost pets. Hand in hand, they navigate the complexities of the pet detective realm, spreading hope and restoring joy to the families they touch. With resolve fueling their spirits, Stephen and Jake enthusiastically embrace their maiden case locating a lost dog named Max. Pooling their expertise, resources, and determination, the duo embarks on deciphering the enigmatic circumstances surrounding Max's disappearance. Their journey into the realm of pet detection marks the dawn of an exceptional partnership. With effortless synergy, Stephen and Jake harness their strengths in the pursuit of finding Max. Stephen's youth harmonizes with Jake's expertise in training German Shepherds, but their combined skills transforms them into an indomitable force, dedicated in reuniting Max with his anxious owner. With each stride forward, they edge closer to their goal, united in purpose. Tracing the breadcrumbs of clues, a beacon of hope flickers into view. Stephen and Jake methodically reconstruct the puzzle of Max's location. With each breadcrumb followed, their anticipation swells, edging them closer to the triumphant reunion between Max and his owner. Their dedication to the cause remains steadfast, unwavering in the face of adversity. After days of tireless pursuit and exhaustive exploration, Stephen and Jake's steadfast resolve bears fruit. Their efforts culminate in the discovery of Max timidly sheltering in a nearby park. The emotional reunion between Max and his elated owner brims with tears of joy and heartfelt gratitude. It serves as a testament to the unwavering dedication of Stephen and Jake, as well as the enduring bond between pets and their loving guardians. The pet owner's tears of joy mingle with Max's tail wagging, painting a heartwarming scene that moves all who witness it. In this moment, the bond between pets and their devoted owners is reaffirmed. Stephen and Jake bask in the fulfillment of their mission. The shared joy between the owner and Max stands as a powerful testament to the transformative impact of their efforts. News swiftly circulates the neighborhood regarding Jake's endeavors as a pet detective and the reunion of Max with his owner. In the wake of this joyous event, the community's perception of Jake undergoes a transformation. He emerges as a figure revered for his commitment to reuniting lost pets with their families. Jake's reputation as a skilled pet detective blossoms further. To commemorate their extraordinary accomplishments, the community unites in a heartfelt tribute to honor Jake and Stephen's relentless dedication. A vibrant celebration ensues, replete with laughter, delectable fare, and the melodious strains of music. It's a jubilant occasion, brimming with shared joy and profound gratitude for the duo's invaluable impact on the neighborhood. The celebration serves as more than just a recognition of their triumphs. It acts as a beacon of light, dispelling the lingering suspicion that once shrouded Jake's endeavors. With each joyful moment, the neighborhood's perception shifted. Jake is seen as the champion of a noble cause. Doubts dissipate, replaced by a newfound sense of admiration for his unwavering dedication. Bolstered by the steadfast backing of the community, Jake and Stephen embrace a fresh chapter. Armed with enthusiasm and determination, they eagerly set out to expand their outreach, extending their compassionate aid to more pet owners in distress. Their united resolve to reunite lost pets with their beloved families infuses their lives with a deep sense of satisfaction and purpose. As the tale draws to a close, the gratifying moments of reuniting lost pets with their adoring owners resonate with happiness, relief, and renewed hope. For Jake and Stephen, their mission blossoms into a profound source of meaning and purpose, enriching their lives immeasurably. Their collective efforts continue to sow seeds of positivity and make a lasting difference in the world.